Good morning and welcome to Grassroot, your program on Spatula TV that highlights the activities of government, individuals, and organizations. I am your host, Martin Yosambi. In today's edition of the program, we will be discussing with a grassroots mobilizer, a community builder, and a social entrepreneur, Honorable Ose Ehada Sabo. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can we know you more?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Honorable Ose Ehada Sabo. I am from Agbashi in the Kedron area, Doma South constituency of National State. Thank you, sir.
You have been the CEO of Ose Digital Lab, and you have also engaged in some community development activities and all that. How do you manage to combine both your work, your business, and also your community development services?
Thank you very much. It's not easy, just like you said. It's like you have to partition yourself into three. But with God, all things are possible. I think I've been managing it for over years now. I could recall in 2011, I ventured into this fully. But I was employed into the National State government as a teacher in 2004, September 2004. And in politics, I grew up to meet my father as a political giant. And also in school, I participated fully. In fact, I was elected as vice president of National State Students Akwanga chapter in 2002-2003 academic session. So managing people has been my dream. But I was a pioneer secretary of Okada Rider in my village in Agbashi, and I was the director of an indigenous movie of Agatu in that area. So managing people has been my heart for a while now. So with the grace of God, I've been managing it, but it's not easy. But I give God the glory. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you have been into, can I use this word, unionism?
Yes.
For quite some time now. You have been an advocate for the masses. How do you see activities of union leaders, especially in the present administrations? Are they actually living up to expectation? Are they holding government accountable, or they are? What is your take on the activities of union leaders?
Thank you very much. When it comes to unionism, let's say, for example, you have pressing demand that you want the government to do. Let's say 5 demands that you want government to do for you. As a unionist, if government touch 2, you hold yourself first. Okay? Then you give a space of time. Then you press again. Are you getting it now?
Okay.
So sometimes you need to put yourself in the shoe of the government.
Okay.
So as a unionist, you push. If they give you, you withdraw back small, and then you continue. But to be a unionist is not just easy, because the people you are leading will blame you. The government will also blame you. Okay?
Yes.
So you have to balance yourself. But you must be firm as a leader if you are in the unionist. That is how it goes. Thank you.
You have been a unionist and a politician. How can you actually balance these two? Are the two actually balanceable?
For you to be a successful politician, you need to be an activist. You need to be an activist because you are dealing with people. But activists, in the terms of unionism, is like a son to the secular politics you were saying today. But in all, you get to know human character. Yes. You get to know human character. You get to know how human beings are being crafty. Human being can be deceptive, and human being can be, surprising. So sometimes what you plan is not what you get at the end, because the person you might put your trust on might be the person that will betray you. But in all, if you are into unionism or politics, you must have this in mind, that you either win or you lose. So at the end, you not just blend all, because God is a giver of power, and He gives the power to whosoever He wish at the time He also desire. So if you win at the end, you have a lot of work to do. Look at what is going on in the country now. The people that won are won, but the challenge is now, how they manage. It's another thing. So if eventually you win, you have a lot in your head to deliver, because to whom much is given, much is also expected from you as a politician. And if you do not win, you just have to take it that it's an act of God. And if God permits you with life and resources, because a lot of resources will go, you come again. And then if God gives to you, to God be the glory.
I'm talking about what is happening in the country. This issue of End SARS protest that has enveloped the whole country with a lot of demands. Initially, it started with just demands of End SARS, and then before you know, so many demands are coming in. Some of the protesters are carrying different placards. Some are saying increase police pay. Some are saying attack service chiefs. Some are saying we want electricity. Some are saying restructure Nigeria now. In fact, some are even saying that the old people must go. Let new one come in. Let everybody resign. In fact, I even saw one that even said that they should end Nigeria. So you realize that these things are coming in, and it's one of the things that are happening in the country. What is your take?
I think we are in a very challenging moment as a nation, and like I said, as a successful politician, if you are elected by your people, much is given to you, so much is expected from you. Looking at the present situation that Nigeria finds itself in, this struggle, these challenges of protests everywhere. I was in Abuja on Saturday, so I witnessed it live, how it happened. So it's a challenging moment. But as an individual, I want to advise government need to sit down and look at the demands of the people. Why are people calling for all this? Using NSAS as a channel to lay their complaint. Let me use it that way. Because it started with NSAS. You see so many demands. Now, what went wrong that people are making this demand? As a leader, you will go back to the drawing board and look at this demand. Are they genuine? Now, if they are genuine, how do I address them? Okay? Now, you might ask even some of the youth, okay, you are making this demand on this, on that. How do you want us to do it? Let them give you, and then, okay, give me time. I'll go and address it. And then, as you do your discussion with, of course, with the cabinet and people that are concerned, you come back again. We have looked at this, but this, we look at it that you need time to accomplish. When you give listening ear to your followers, things goes well. But when you don't give a listening ear to them, you think you can push them, they will react. So I'm saying that government need to engage people in discussion, okay? Not selected people. Now the protest is everywhere. Government need to engage people. Look at each of these demands. Of course, you are in government, you must have people that don't like you. That one is there. But that does not deter you to look into what the generality of people are saying. So the government of the day must, as a matter of fact, as a matter of urgency, look into this pressing demand and find a way of, stopping it. I watch the Senate leader, the Senate president, and the Speaker of the House, when they visited Mr. President to brief in on the development. As they came out, the press interrogated them to know, and they said they have seen the president, and the president himself said he has earned the sacks. And then, as the Mr. President said he has ended the sacks, SWAT came in. So people say, what is SWAT? So they asked him again, what is SWAT? And he said, it's a unit, and it's like a code of police. Okay? That if one is going, another one has to take over. Okay? But I am looking at it that SWAT shouldn't have come based on the pressing demand of the people now. No matter how it is. Yes. Because it will look as if you are deceiving them. You allow the sleeping dog lies as you engage people. No, if the brutality of the SARS is too much, let's use, we agree with you, we are ending it. But there should be a body taking care of crime. That is why the SARS is being created. So if the SARS have been mismanaged, have been abused, we are sorry. But we want to substitute it with this. I think we're in democracy. Let what you want know, because you are doing it for the people, not for yourself alone. Okay? You are governing people. So the government must carry people along. I tell you, if this is done, it's a matter of just short time, all this thing will just finish.
As a politician now, you contested in the 2019 election on the platform of ABGA. If your party had won the presidential election or the governorship election in Nasarawa State, what do you think that you would have been doing differently from what we are saying?
Thank you very much. I think it's a very beautiful question. Like I said before, people use NSACs as a channel of making their grievances known to the government and the world that we are not happy. All is not well. That's a message. Okay? You can pass your message through black card. You can pass your message through posting on social media. You can pass your message via night posts. You can pass your message by standing on the street and shout. Okay? And SARS is a channel that Nigerians are making their voice heard that we are not happy because all is not well. So the government need to go back to the drawing board. What went wrong that people are crying? Okay? What went wrong? Because you are steering the ship now. Okay? If a driver has an accident, he cannot blame the passenger. No, because you are the driver.
You are the driver.
So you take the blame. Just accept the blame first. Okay? Not accepting the blame is what is pushing all this. Accept the blame that yes, I am the leader. I am sorry. Okay? What do you want me to do? Let them give you a suggestion. Okay? As it suggests to you, you look at the suggestion. Some things are not easy for you to accomplish at the time they needed it to be. No. You will still go back again. For you giving them listening ear, they also give you a listening ear. And two of you come into terms and agreement. And all of this will just lie low. But I'm looking at the NSACs as a channel for Nigeria to air their view that all is not well with us. So government should understand this credit call that Nigerians are not happy with the way they are ruling them. That is the message. So they should engage them, use a diplomatic means of solving it. I bet you if they do this in a no distant time, all these things will finish.
Grassroot on Spatula, bringing you development for the local man.
For just joining us, this is Grassroot on Spatula TV, a program that highlights activities of government and individuals and X-ray the development that they bring to affect the lives of the common people in the grassroots. We have been in the studio discussing with a grassroots mobilizer, a community developer, someone that has actually impacted lives within and around Nasarawa State. We are talking about Honorable Ose. You have, over the years, engaged yourself with the community people. You have been in student associations. You have been in Okada unions. You have also been an employer of labor. But I'd like to know from the horse's mouth, what are those particular things that you have done to bring about development, bring about change in the community where you have been?
Thank you very much for that question. In 2002, 2003, I was elected as the Vice President of National States Association, NASA, Akwanga chapter. And we helped our people then to secure, then the government give scholarship. In fact, I was the one coming directly to the scholarship board to obtain the form instead of them coming. And return it to them. After filling, I return back to the scholarship board. And we liaise directly to make sure all people that apply are duly paid. And we supervise to make sure everybody got his or her money. And that was done in that time. And when we were there, we constructed a hut where students rest, like in a hostel, in female hostels, I think about 3 of them. I was the secretary directly of that project. I wrote to the management through the Dean of Student Affairs, and the approval was given to us, and we built that. So if you go to the college today, we started a hut that is directly in the front of the student hostess in College of Akwanga. And coming down home, in 2008, I saw the level of relationship in my area that was so sour. Killing was like a normal thing, hatred was like a normal thing, and I was bothered. I was troubled. So okay, let me come with something. And God blessed me with little money. I went to Lagos, I bought a camera. I've never been to film industry before. So I used the camera as a medium of uniting people. So I used that, I formed an indigenous movie. I sponsored it myself. And to the glory of God, people are not talking to themselves. We pay them to play a role. I will go down to your family. So that emanated, that in fact it's like the whole community has become one. Okay? And we expanded it to other villages. In fact, we expanded it beyond even our constituency and to the Idoma nation, to Alago nation, because we understand ourselves when we speak. So I was on that project before the crisis in 2012 now erupted, and that was not possible. But as I speak to you, I have my people on ground that will release almost 3 movies. Okay? Now, I was also bothered that how can we just do Okada locally? Let's take it up. Then when I finished from Akwanga, there was no job, so I ventured into Okada, and I was doing it very, very well. People that know me do know me very, very well. In fact, they call me Deliver. That's my name. So I came to the state, registered the association, pioneer it for some time, hand it over to them, and it's still functioning in the village. So the state, Okada Association, know that there is a union like that in Eke, and I was a pioneer secretary of that association that made it happen. And when I was in the village, they asked with the footballers, sometimes their kids, we mobilize them. I play ball a lot too, but in 2006 I had an injury that I couldn't play ball again on my right knee here. But because of the love of the football, I will go down to the field, stand with them as if I was a coach, liaise with the coaches, and if they have challenges of the football, of the jersey, whatever is the challenges, we will make sure we provide those things, and we stand to make sure they play ball in peaceful atmosphere. We lead them to play matches outside the state, outside the community, not localizing it. As I speak to you right now, one is in Nasarawa State, is Lafia now. We are trying to link him up so that he will go further because he has a skill. Okay? He has a skill. So we have met the commissioner of sport, and we are really pushing to make sure if only he will go, it's a plus to us. I get it now. Now, I ventured into business of photography. I have a studio in the village, and it was that same crisis that the studio was also burnt down. But I moved down to the state headquarters, Lafia, in 2011 in Bukasis, and I have a lab, a mini lab, where I print only enlargement then. And in 2016, I developed it to a mini lab where other one can be printed, print all manner of pictures that you know. Just of recent, in February, I brought in a machine who can print a flex, banner and all of that. And I moved down to Akwanga to have a branch where people are also employed to be there. By the grace of God, my employees are more than 20, and I pay them. In fact, some collect money where, as in collect where, you see. And I stand boldly to say that I have never owned any of my staff, no matter any challenge. No. I make sure I pay them. And that has been my call. But it's not easy. Okay? Managing them, trying to talk to them. Your customer will call you, this is what your boy did, and things like that. But we have been able to manage them. So I touch life on that aspect. And it's not pride. God has given me a grace of humble. If you go to my place, you already know that I'm the boss there. You already know that I'm the boss. In fact, it took me time to hang my picture, my portrait there. Because they keep on telling me, put your picture now. In fact, they put my picture themselves. That know your picture should be here. So these are some of what I've done so far. Thank you, sir.
That's actually a very wonderful one, especially how you have used humility, you have used your talents, your skills at every point in time to be able to bring development in your community. That's quite a very good one. On the final note, if I may ask, what will you tell upcoming community developers or aspiring politicians or aspiring unionists? What is that key word that you would tell them that has been helping you to grow in the ranks? What should be the footsteps that if they take, they will be able to be successful?
Thank you very much. I think the upcoming one should know that the world you are in is a global village. What you are doing, people are watching you. So it will propel you for your future dreams. If you are given a position, hold that position with the fear of God. Be accountable to your people. Don't deceive them, because you cannot deceive God. A mantle of leadership will be given to you. Hold it with trust and let your yes be yes. So when you have problem, you run to them, they can also stand with you. Not because you are the only one holding the account alert. You can go and withdraw money and delete it, and then you start giving them all manner of things. Don't do that. You are eating your tomorrow from today. Okay, look at what's happening now. If you eat a union money and you are contesting, what are the testimony people will give that will propel you? You cannot. So, and even you are in politics, the little that is given to you, be accountable for your people. It will speak for you. Don't be afraid that if I do this thing, how can I win the second tenure? No. You must be alive to even see the second tenure. Okay? And people that are doing for them, they will be the one sending you out. That guy is good though. Look at what he's doing. He's humble though. He's this, he's that. Before you know, it will go to 2 persons, 4 persons, and the entire community will be circulated with what you are doing, and let it be real. Don't pretend. People live in pretense too much, and we find ourselves where we are. Okay? They'll be insulting the government in the absence. When they see the government, they'll say, you are the best.
You are the best.
We must desist from that. Tell someone the truth. One of my business partners came this morning from Abuja. When the guy came, I told him to his face, because we chatted on WhatsApp. When he came, he thought, wait, if I see him now, I blasted him the more. I tell you that to your face, I'll tell you that what you did is not good. And I can tell you anywhere, because you can't hear it that this is what Ose said. No. You will tell somebody that this is what Ose told me. I think if we go back and say, well, let's be real. This is real me, not faking me. I think Nigeria will be a better place, and the upcoming one should know that now whatever you do, they are projecting it now. Bagan is going on net. Bagan is going on net. So you should be very careful.
Listeners, that's how much we can take on our program Grassroot today. We have been discussing with Honorable Ose Eda Hasabo. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or like us on Instagram. Share this video so that we keep the discussion going. I am Martin Yosambi. Thank you for being with us.